Namaskar, this is Firstpost and you're watching Vantage with me, Palki Sharma. The India-Canada tension is rising. Today, India stopped issuing visas to Canadians. In fact, Justin Trudeau is facing intense scrutiny. He's yet to provide proof for the charges that he made against India. Meanwhile, more gang violence has been reported in Canada. Another Khalistani wanted in India has been killed. We'll bring you the updates and talk about India's assertive foreign policy. Trudeau wanted America to condemn India. But guess what the US has said this week? They're talking to India to build weapon systems here. In other news, Poland says it won't give any more weapons to Ukraine. We'll tell you how Zelensky upset one of Kyiv's strongest allies. The Saudi crown prince says normalization with Israel is getting closer, but conditions apply. Iran has passed a new hijab law, in fact. Women face up to 10 years in jail for dress code violations. What is Syrian President Assad doing in China? Why olive oil worth hundreds of thousands of dollars is being stolen in Spain? And why Google Maps is being sued for the death of a man in the US? All this and more coming up. The headlines first. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is in the US. His meeting with President Biden will focus on securing more weapons from America. Zelensky says air defense is priority as Russia hits Ukraine with a barrage of missiles. Kyiv says it shot down over 35 missiles fired by Moscow. Pakistan to hold general elections in the last week of January next year, 2024. They were due to be held in November this year, but the poll panel says it needs more time to redraw constituencies after the latest census. Pakistan's parliament was dissolved in August. Since then, a caretaker government has been in charge. British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak defends his climate policy shift. The Sunak government has delayed targets aimed at achieving net zero carbon emissions. The UK Prime Minister called the shift pragmatic. The move comes as British voters are facing a severe cost of living crisis. Indonesia jails a woman for reciting an Islamic prayer before trying pork. The TikToker has been handed a 2-year prison sentence for blasphemy. Indonesia is the world's largest Muslim nation. Pork is forbidden under Islam. And the Game of Thrones author sues ChatGPT owner OpenAI. George Martin, John Grisham, and Jonathan Franzen are among the authors who filed a lawsuit. They accuse ChatGPT of copyright violation. OpenAI is already facing lawsuits by many artists and coders.